does couples counselling actually work? If you're asking that question, it's because you know something isn't right and something needs to change. And it's really natural to look outside of ourselves for help because whatever we've been doing hasn't been working. So maybe if we got a different perspective or someone else could come in and help us, then that will get us through. But the answer isn't quite as straightforward as yes or no. Yes, couples counselling can work if both people have got strong communication skills and are comfortable being vulnerable and open to listening and really hearing what's being said. When it quite often doesn't work is when only one person wants things to change, or if either of those people haven't actually learned how to communicate in a way that creates connection. Because what often happens in couples counselling, and I see this time and time again, is that someone's showing up trying to get proof that they are right and the other person is wrong. They are hoping that by having this external party, they will say, yeah, can't you hear what she's saying? She's telling you and you're not listening and you're doing this wrong and you're doing that wrong and she's absolutely right. And I say that as someone who went to couples counselling for that reason many years ago. The other thing that can happen in couples counselling is it becomes competitive. So what we're looking for is to prove to this third party our view is the correct view. So we're trying to say, look at how much they have wronged us, make them see our perspective, and vice versa. So what then happens is it becomes this competitive battle. Yes, but you done this. Yes, but you done that. Again, none of that fosters connection, and communication just falls apart. So whilst, yes, I absolutely believe couples counselling can work, I think it's really important to do the work as an individual first. And that's why I describe myself as a relationship coach who works for couples but not with them. Because I genuinely believe if one person wants to make a difference to their relationship, they can, based on how they show up, how they communicate, how they hold boundaries, how they advocate for themselves. That doesn't mean one person on their own can completely transform a relationship, but they can certainly transform their experience of the relationship. And I have seen and witnessed time and time again the difference changing your responsibility, your accountability, your behaviour and your communication. The difference that has on all of your relationships is massive. And I haven't just witnessed it, I've experienced it as well. So through my qualifications, through my work and through my own lived experience of my own divorce, I know the difference it has on me now as a co-parent and having a fantastic relationship with my ex, much better than we had when we were together. Not because we prioritise being friends, but because we co-parent and communicate and hold boundaries really safely. So does couples counselling work? Yes. On the caveat that you have really done that individual work, because if you're going into a scenario where you are placing all the blame on someone else, that makes you a victim. That is putting you firmly in a victim mindset, and that is not a position of power. That is a position of it's all on the other person to do the work, to change, to take responsibility, to see how they have wronged me. And that's not to say that they haven't, but to move forward, you have to hold the mirror up. You have to take that accountability. So if you are asking, does couples counselling work? My question to you is hold up the mirror and ask yourself, are you ready for couples counselling? Or are you looking for someone else to tell your partner what they're doing wrong? And if that's what you're looking for, then couples counselling is not for you. If you are looking to understand the role you play and your partner is also willing to understand the part they play, then couples counselling works. But it does need to be both of you. It can't be just one person going along, dragging the other person along to prove a point. That's when you are wasting your time and your money. And so I say start with you. Start with how do you know what you want your future to look like? Do you know what your boundaries are and how to communicate them? Do you know what your conflict style is? Do you know what your love language is? There's so much you need to know about yourself before you can start telling someone else what they need to do to meet your needs, because the chances are you probably haven't even figured them out yourself yet. So if you are asking yourself about couples counselling, it's because you know something's not right. You know something needs to change. Let's make that start with you. What can you take responsibility for? And if this is something that you'd like to know more about, then please do subscribe. I share videos and I share bite sizes throughout. Sorry, that's my dog scratching in the background. And you can also come to The Power of One, which is my online course. It's 6 weeks, 6 sessions, but you get 12 months access. And I literally help you to discover the power of one choice, one decision, one conversation, the power of one person in a relationship. So, does couples counselling work? I guess that's for you to decide, but start with you.